Oregon State travels this weekend to face off with Arizona. Right now we're joined with college football analyst Joe Gavassi to break down his free selections on the game. Joe, you claim this as your big bounce-back blowout for Arizona. Now, Arizona has really been struggling lately, taking huge losses in their past 2 weeks. First to UCLA, then Stanford. They've been dealing with their injuries at the quarterback position. Why should we trust that the Wildcats can cover a 9-point spread as a home chalk this week against Oregon State?
Well, it's a tough pill to swallow. In fact, 3 Pac-10, Pac-12 teams can make that statement this week, as there are 3 quality teams in Pac-12 action this week that comes off previous home losses, or a pill as we like to call them, in their previous home game. One of those is Arizona, who was embarrassed in their previous home game to UCLA and followed it up with an equally embarrassing loss to Stanford last week. As a result, we get a minuscule line of under 10 points that would have been approaching 20 points were this game played 2 weeks ago. Now, part of that is the loss of quarterback Solomon, who had a concussion 3 weeks ago and has been held back out of the lineup. Personally, I think he's going to suit up this week, and if you guys can confirm that, then you've got a winner here with this one for sure. They're also missing Scooby Wright out earlier with a lower body injury, and he'll continue to miss games. Nonetheless, they catch an Oregon State team in full rebuild mode. Remember, under former coach Mike Riley, this was a pro attack, and they've now switched to a pure running game under Anderson, who had success with that mode of thinking at Utah State and Wisconsin. Hasn't translated it here yet, and they'll need plenty of points to keep up with an Arizona offense that is a 200 club member and averages over 500 yards a game. With full focus against this Oregon State opponent, I like Arizona as the bounce-back blowout of the week, especially if Solomon suits up for this one.
Now, Joe, if Solomon does suit up for this one, I think the odds makers might be agreeing with you here because the total's pretty high for this game. It's at 61.5. Do you think that the over could be worth some value here?
Well, certainly Arizona under Rodriguez is an over team. However, I do believe that Oregon State under Anderson will turn out to be one of the few under teams in the Pac-12. I'd be hard-pressed to make a play either side here.
College football analyst Joe Gavassi, thanks again for joining us.